Look at what they did to my boy. They took his balls. Spartan, listen up. The mission is simple, and I will repeat it as many times as I need to, so you accept the right things. You have to sacrifice yourself, understand? For in the name of GIRLBOSS. That's right, because she's better, she's smarter, she's more capable, she looks definitely more like a man than you. It's done, it's set. This is the right thing, because don't you understand? The chuds, Spartan, the chuds! We need to own the chuds! We can't let the chuds win, Spartan. They're evil. Oh yes, that's right, they're evil, Spartan. So we have to do everything, okay? And also, please buy this rainbow-themed armor for $20, thank you. Yes, Spartan, all of this is necessary, okay? This proves that the chuds lost. Oh yes. Boys, thank God I'm not a Halo fan. I can't imagine how absolutely devastated real Halo fans currently are. I'm devastated and I'm not, honestly, even that much of Halo fan. I like the lore, I think it's cool. I haven't really played the games. I played it as a friend when I was a kid, but didn't really like it that much. Wasn't my thing. But I understand why people like it and enjoy it. And now because you're an evil man, guess what? Halo has to change. That's right. Profit margins? Be damned. This is about the chuds, and this is about winning against the chuds, okay? Here's non-binary rainbow-themed armor. I hope you enjoy. Oh boy, the situation is bad. Look at this. This is your Cortana, by the way. It's kind of ironic because you know what the game industry is doing? They're constantly looking for women who are not typically attractive, but they're not really that bad looking. In real life, she doesn't look that bad, but she's not your typical babe. Because they will never hire them. They're trying to subvert beauty standards, so this is your Cortana. In real life, she looks the same, but the blue makes her kind of very unappealing, I'm not gonna lie. It's bad. It's bad. This is your Cortana. This is what you're gonna do with it, okay? And it's too early in the video to say, but this is, yes, resting B-face, okay? It is what it is, boys. People are not having it. Halo campaign of our Cortana is bad, even the normie Halo subreddit is shitting on it. Reddit is even saying bad things about. You understand how cooked this is, right? Everyone hates it. Asha Sharma, come on. We can do a little bit more of that pruning. We can fire more people. They deserve it. Come on. Boys, seriously, how about we just tag Asha Sharman's with the hashtag #FireHalo, okay? Not in the firing sense, but, you know, in the fire the people at the studios that made it, okay? We could do that. That could be pretty fun. And also, by the way, this was one of the writers for Halo. Yes! Yes! I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Slay Queen is an understatement here, okay? This is literally how bad things are. And guess where she is? According to her LinkedIn, she's now at Riot. Now, we know Riot's a woke shithole, honestly, so it is fine. It's not like we're losing a lot here. But we all know Halo Campaign Evolve wasn't built overnight, so she very likely worked on it before joining Riot. Yes. Now, needless to say, with everything that we have here with Halo, it's woke garbage, and it is hilarious. Want to see some clips, boy? Want to see some clips, chud? Okay, watch this. GIRLBOSS.
Nice work.
Damn, GIRLBOSS. You GIRLBOSS so good. GIRLBOSS, please, teach me your ways. Teach me how to have a more manly face than any man I have seen in my life. Like, seriously, the amount of effort they put into this is crazy.
Thanks. Spartans aren't the only badasses in the UNSC. So, did you take out the Prophet?
Negative.
Whatever the...
GIRLBOSS would have taken him out. Everyone knows GIRLBOSS would have done it. She would have done it, right, because she's a GIRLBOSS. Oh, boys. Here's a little bit more.
That wasn't the mission.
Mission's changed, Chief.
He said the line!
That wasn't the mission.
He said the line! Ho 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 ho!
Not bad, Spartan. I'm almost starting to believe the propaganda.
That's not encouragement of violence. I'm surprised it's not a game over because she just breaks your neck afterwards. It's pretty hilarious. Oh, boys, the situation with Halo is cooked. Absolutely cooked. The pre-orders, yesterday we talked about this, but the sales are pretty much cratering. You need to understand, by the way, how bad this is, okay? I would like to say that this is just the pre-orders. This is the real game launches in 2 days. And we have seen roughly numbers like this before. Now, granted, at this point, it's hard to predict what's going to happen because the game's changing a little bit. But I still think we're easily going to be in the 40 to 70k range. Typically, the old style of how things happened, like half a year ago, roughly, if you had 20k pre-orders playing early, that means that you probably are gonna get 60k players. But now it's a little bit different. I'm not sure how this is gonna end, but this is not gonna be a hit. You need to understand. Halo Campaign Evolved was probably extremely expensive because it's Xbox, it's their like flagship title. So this thing was probably ridiculously expensive. So something as pitiful as even 60k peak is not going to make the money. Even probably 100k is not going to make the money. This is a situation where they're losing money because this thing probably costs 250 for them to remake. They changed their gameplay, they changed the maps, they changed the story, they changed the cutscenes. Well, I say story, but I'm not fully aware of the story 100%. Again, didn't play it. But I have heard that they changed a couple of things. I mean, they literally changed the cutscenes, so you do not get to look at Cortana from the back. This is how progressive we are, boys. What a treat, what a time to be alive. In any case, this graph is technically worse than Marathon. Marathon had better. Marathon literally did better. So yeah, Halo Campaign Evolved, the Granddaddy re-release, I hope they all get fired after this, is gonna probably do worse than Marathon. In fact, it looks like it's definitely gonna do worse than Marathon. Because you see, the trick with this is, this has only 16, almost 9 nice % likes. Usually the pre-release numbers for stuff are good. I mean, if it's a cult classic, even if it's slop, when it releases on the game, sometimes it gets like 50% likes, but then all the fanboys come in and it gets like around 80-ish% likes. The fact that this game is currently sitting below 70% with the effectively mega fans is kind of fucking crazy. And I haven't actually seen anything about this on Twitter, but currently when you Google Halo Campaign Evolved, the first 2 things that Google shows you is the game's not working effectively, doesn't launch, or some kind of issues. So there's also issues. But the fact that this game has only a 70%, only 70% like ratio, even though it's effective, it's the pre-release, it's fucking wild. You don't expect stuff like this. Marathon's graphs look better, and we have someone actually like giving feedback. Now, granted, this person is from Sony, not from Sony, but he is a PlayStation fellow. So, I mean, I don't know if this is just a typical PlayStation versus Sony garbage behavior, or is it real? But this is at least what one person said. Halo Campaign Evolved review. Evolved, not that much. The game is bland, it's boring, it's extremely repetitive. It needs the Xbox account even if you bought it on PS5. If you need an Xbox account if you bought it on PS5, that is understandable, but very cringe, honestly, because they have to sell the microtransactions to their own store, not PlayStation's, obviously, because that would be stupid. Graphics don't look like a remake at all. The game looks like remaster with PS4 graphics. Now, it's hard to say about that because it doesn't look necessarily bad, but it definitely doesn't look like next gen. Honestly, this is probably the best looking character in the game. The Colonel, or whatever he's called, the Halo fans love him. So that's good that he at least looks nice. But everything else is like they kind of went for a little bit of spectacle, but a lot of this is like a little bit meh. We already saw a lot of the look of the game before this launched. So I kind of believe it. Maybe this is a little bit too harsh. Again, they're not getting my fucking money. So it's a little bit interesting. What do actual like Xbox fans believe? No boss fights, third-person view mode is locked behind a collectible. When I read this, it sounded like bait, but people are not calling him out for a liar. People are just saying bad take. But people are gonna always do that when it's a console wars situation. The positive, the only good thing, nice CGI cutscenes. Okay, story. Save your money, very bad, 5.5 out of 10. Now, this is probably definitely the rage bait part, okay? Very bad, 5.5 out of 10. Or this is just a normie. You never know. Because normies will unironically give something a 7 and say it's average. Because they don't understand how to rate shit. It's quite insane, honestly. But yeah. There's a lot of different opinions. The only thing we know for certain is that this shit is a complete failure. There is no way. Again, this probably was minimum 150 million to make. Minimum. And they're now planning a Halo 2 remaster after this shit show? Oh boy. I don't know about that one, honestly. In any case, maybe they're hoping people buy their rainbow-colored garbage. Who honestly knows at this point? Anyway, it was proud to sacrifice ourselves in the name of GIRLBOSS. She deserves it, obviously. Have a nice day. Bye.